lived in Tattershall for the first 7 years of my life. I had all of my friends, my family lived around the corner, and I was a part of a close-knit community. My dad used to go away a lot because of his job, but I didn't notice it too much, and I was used to it when he did have to go away for a while.
I used to work on the TriStars, and within that role what I used to do was take members of the military around the world, whatever was going on around the world. So we maybe go to Iraq, go to Afghanistan. Well, I commuted for the first 7 years of Amy's life. It was a long way. It had a lot of, it was nearly 200 miles, 250 miles, but it's one of those jobs that I could do that. Looking back on it, I probably wouldn't do it again because of the stress on me it caused. But I think for the family, I think for Amy's and the other children's, I think it was beneficial for them to keep them as normal as possible, and that's what we felt at the time.
When my dad got posted to Scotland, it was scary. I didn't even know what or where Scotland was. So it was a really big deal. It was like moving away to a foreign land. But as it turns out, Scotland was great. Ended up being the best 4 years of my life. Scotland is where I properly got into performing, especially after my cousin gave me her old ballet shoes. It motivated me. It got me into groups like Stagecoach. I never wanted to leave.
When we moved to Scotland, it was both scary and exciting because we was uplifting the family from an environment and a family circle that we'd lived in for all our lives. Also, it was quite scary uplifting the 3 children out of school and moving them that far away to technically a different country, different culture, and them having to make new friends. I got Amy Louise involved in Stagecoach because she was a very outgoing young girl. She was very active, she wanted to do more, so I thought it'd be a good idea because she was always dramatising, always acting, always kind of playing like she was in a different role.
I was really happy in Scotland, but then my dad dropped the bombshell that he was leaving the RAF. We had already moved a couple of times, so leaving again and moving to York was annoying and stressful at first. I had to make new friends again, go to another school and try settle yet again. But eventually, I loved living just outside of York.
Me and your mum, we loved the York area. It's where we first went on our first date in York, and we just loved it. But I think the children have done really well how they've integrated into civilian life. They've gone out and they made themselves a life. They've gone to different schools again and made friends, some good friends, and I think it's made us more stable as a family.
When I knew I wanted to go to drama school, I knew I was going to have to leave again. But that was okay with me, because this time moving was my decision, and it was something I'd always wanted to do. For the first time in my life, I was scared that I wouldn't get to leave. Drama school was my dream, so thinking that I might not achieve that was terrifying. So after auditioning for loads of institutions, I was so excited to find out I got a place at Alra. And now at last, I'm packing my things one more time so I can start my adult life in London.